Hey guys, and welcome to Premiere Basics, a weekly series where we teach you all the ins and outs of Adobe Premiere Pro. Now today in this live stream, I'm going to show you some magic tricks. Not the typical Zach King magic tricks, but some real magic tricks using cards. Now for instance, is this your card? No, it probably isn't, because this is your card, okay? So this is a card trick that I used, but it's actually just two cards. It's just being sleight of hand, and yeah, that's basically how magic works. So let's put these away. Guys, how are you doing? How was your week? How was your weekend? How was your day going so far? Or maybe you just woke up. How was your morning going? How was your night? Let me know in the comment section. Guys, if you know something about magic, or if you know some cool card tricks or magic tricks, leave them in the comments. I'm super hyped to see what you guys can do with magic. And yeah, let's go into Premiere Pro and see what we are going to do with some real magic. No, actually, it's not real, guys. It's just, you know, it's still Premiere Basics, okay? We're just gonna do it in Premiere. So, okay, let's first go to Premiere. Where is it? It's right here. I'm first gonna show you a video that I've made with all the effects in it, and then I'll tell you how I made these effects and how you can do it as well. So I'm gonna go over everything. Let me check if I can enable the audio right here. Okay, normally this should work. Normally you should hear my voice coming from the video. If it doesn't work, let me know in the comments below, guys. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this magical evening. Now what I'm going to show you today are magic tricks. Yes, and I'm gonna start with the very first one. Can you guess how I can do this? Well, first of all, I'm going through that door, but I will reappear right here on this spot. Yes, certainly. I don't have a twin brother. I don't have a clone. Well, yeah, maybe I do, but whatever. But let me show you how I walk through that door and reappear right here on this very spot. Let's go. I go straight through this door, like this. And I reappear right here on this very spot. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call magic. Okay, let's start with that first one, guys. This right here, it's actually a super easy effect. Now, let me go over to my rushes right here. To my footage. Why isn't it opening? Oh yeah, okay, now it's opening. And I think it's this shot right here. So what I first did was I went, let me disable the audio, okay. Here, I went through the door. Now luckily, there's nothing behind these walls. There are just some walls that we've put up in our studio. So there's empty space behind this wall right here, and there's empty space behind this wall right here. There isn't a wall on this side, and neither is there on this side, so I can easily just walk at the back of those walls. Now, just close the door, and here you can actually cut your footage, okay? Now, as you can see, my wall here was a little bit moving because of the shake of the door. So, this is my clean plate while I'm walking to my new position, actually. Super important, you need that clean plate. And then my last part of the shot is when I come back in from the right side right here. Now in the beginning, I came in from the left side. Just, you know guys, it's just a thing that magicians do. They play around with your mind and they play around with your vision. So if they say, look at my right hand, they're probably doing something with their left hand. So, you know, even when you're doing magic tricks with Premiere Pro or whatever program that you're using, try to do that the same thing. You know, if something goes to the left, try to do something on the right. If the focus is on the right side, try to do something on the left, and vice versa, okay? So it's super simple. We have this shot right here going through the door. We have an empty clean plate right here, and we have the shot where I come back in. Now, if we jump right here, let me enhance these a bit. You can clearly see that this is my shot where I go through the door. Then I've placed my empty shot on there, but let's go to the effect controls. I've placed a mask on there right here. And that way the wall isn't moving And then it's actually just a super easy cut from this point right here to this point right here. Now, of course, if I zoom in here, you can make a J or L cut, it depends on how you look at it, and place this audio a bit more over there, and let this guy come in while this is still going, or going to close. But just like in real life, when your magician is going into a cage or a box, it isn't possible that he's coming at the same time that he's going inside of there, if you know what I mean. So it isn't realistic if this guy is already coming on screen when this guy is still on screen. So this guy at the door here has to be completely off screen. The door has to be shut to make it realistic that he suddenly appeared right here. So this is the first trick, and this is actually super easy. It's just a super easy cut. Now this clean shot that I've used right here isn't necessary, but always take an empty clean shot just in case. If something didn't go right, I can easily mask around it, like the wall which was moving right here because of the door slamming. I just cleaned it up, and now you just see the door close and the wall isn't moving. So that way you can always hide mistakes when you've made them. Now let me check the comment section real quick. Someone says that he actually is a magician with cards. Awesome. So it could be that I spoil your tricks right here on the stream. Someone says I'm good, but my school is closed because of the coronavirus. Well, I think that's all around the globe, that schools or jobs, or some houses even have to close because of the coronavirus and all of the lockdowns. I think it's a necessary thing that we all have to do to stay healthy and to stay alive, of course. Let me see. Nice jump cut. Okay. What is a J and L cut? Well, it's just a cut where you place one clip on top of another. So the bottom one already starts playing audio while the upper clip is still shown on screen. So that way your edit will look a lot more dynamic and everything flows a little bit better. Wakanda forever. Awesome. You're probably a Marvel fan. I'm a Marvel fan as well. By the way, guys, I'm also wearing my Harry Potter scarf because we're doing some magic, I get to watch this live stream though. That's the benefit of staying at home from school or work. You can watch live streams and YouTube tutorials the entire day. Someone's asking what is the best editing laptop. I'm not sure there isn't the best thing that I can recommend. I've used a lot of laptops. It all depends on what footage you're working with, what kind of projects you want to do. If it's just some basic cutting with HD footage, like most laptops are really good for that. If it's quite heavy VFX with like 4K or 5K footage, then I would recommend like a really good laptop that really performs well and has a nice display as well for the 4K footage. Marvel inspires me with its VFX. Yeah, of course, the Marvel movies have so many VFX in there, and I really love them as well. Now let's go to our second magic trick right here. Let's see. Go here, turn on the audio.
Ladies and gentlemen, for this
I hope you guys can hear the audio.
Trick, I have my lovely assistant, Justine. Say hi to the public. Thank you. So, for this magic trick, I'm going to show you that I have nothing up my sleeves and there is nothing in my head. So I don't need this one. The only thing I need is, thank you Justine, this magical curtain. Now what does this do? It'll make her disappear. Now count along with me as we go. 1. As we go 3. Here we go. And she is gone.
Okay, you can hear it. Super. So how did I do this effect? Well, first of all, there's a little Easter egg right here. I just took a shot of a dove or a pigeon, whatever you want to call it. Right here, it's a green screen shot, and I just animated it going out of this head right here. It's just a little joke, guys. So this is the actual shot actually. So this one right here, without the ultra key. And there's also a mask applied to it. So first I masked it, then I applied the ultra key effect to get rid of the green. Then I put a horizontal flip on it because it has to come from that side. I nested this because I have to use a transform tool. Now this was a shot where the pigeon was going from the left to the right or vice versa. So it's actually moving already, but it was going off screen. So that's why I animated it with the, where is it? Here it is, with the transform effect, so that it flies like this. And you can see my pad right here. It's just made with the position. Then I took the lever right here and I played around with it. As you can see, I can now position where this has to go, and then it will fly like this, as you can see. Now I deselected this right here and put 180 right here, and that way we create motion blur on the movement. Now it's not a lot of motion blur, unfortunately, because it's just a clip, but I think it looks really good as a little Easter egg, a little detail. Now this upper clip right here is a duplicate of my shot down below, and I just put a mask around the head so that it looks like it's flying out of the head. So that's actually super simple, but now comes the real trick, which is the disappearing trick of my assistant, Justine. Now, guys, I see a lot of people doing this at home, and not with just an object or a doll like this one, but with a real person. I'm first gonna show you a blooper. Don't do this, guys. Let me show you. So as you can see here, this guy wants to do exactly the same trick with the blanket right here, but there's this little kid. Now look at this kid. He's closing the door. This guy wants to do his trick, and he runs against the door. Now guys, watch out for fails like this. Also here, bam, yeah, not that good. But the trick in real life is you throw your blanket up and then you immediately run off screen, and that way it looks like a real life effect. Or you can also put like a hole underneath and then you just drop in that hole. But guys, don't do that, okay? Delete. We don't want any bloopers. We don't want you to hit yourself against the door or a wall or something else. So I didn't have a partner to do this with, a real assistant, because Lorenzo, Janik, and Jordi were all working in the office for other projects. So I had to use my lovely assistant, Justine, for this. Unfortunately, she doesn't move a lot. I always have to move her. I don't know why she's wearing no pants at all. I guess she just likes that. So what I actually did was, let me first show you the real clip actually. What I did was I just threw the blanket, but I make sure that it's all across this area right here, okay? So all across her body. It has to cover the entire part, otherwise this will not work. It also made a beautiful line going from the upward position right here downwards, as you can see. Second shot that I made was just here, the empty clean shot, okay? So if we go back to our timeline now, I placed a duplicate on top. Right here I made a cut, okay? Here is my clean shot on the bottom part. This is my actual shot, and then I've actually just made a mask and animated that mask so that it follows my cloth or my sheet or whatever you want to call it. Now I did this manually, guys. And why is that? Well, let me go here. If I go frame by frame, you will see that it's not the same shape. And that's logical. It's a natural movement of a blanket or whatever, and it just has a completely different movement than, for example, a card. a card is straight, or let me just take a piece of paper here. It's just straight. If this goes up and down, it keeps this straight line. Now this isn't a straight sheet, it's not hard, so that's why it's creating a custom shape, and I have to animate this frame by frame. Now of course you can also use cardboard to make it yourself easy, but I like this because of its complexity, and it also shows that yeah, it just shows how complex it is, and it makes it look more realistic in my opinion. So someone is asking, is this really live? Yes, this is really live, otherwise I wouldn't be answering your question right now. Okay, so let me check frame by frame. I started here, and I always have to animate the part where she is visible, okay? So this part right here, it remains empty, same here. I had to make sure that my hand wasn't in the mask. I just followed along my hand. I followed along her body right here. Frame by frame, as you can see, it isn't positioned very well. I can just position it a little bit here and here. But as you can see, guys, this had a lot of motion blur. Let me place it back, Control Z. So what I did was I feathered it a bit. Around 25% was enough for me, but I can do even more or less. But you have to make sure this looks really realistic. If there's a lot of motion blur, try to feather this a bit so that there's this still kind of motion blur visible. It's not the same as the real motion blur, but still kind of this feathering, this smoothing at the sides or the borders. That way it's more realistic. So we can just go frame by frame. And as you can see, this just follows along. So what do I mean with I animated this frame by frame manually here? Well, let's say I go further one frame, it's just with the arrow keys. I took each point and I've placed it on the next position. Now, you can do a lot with this. You can use this in, for example, your bedroom, where you like jump out of bed, you throw up your sheets, you take an empty shot, and then when the sheets come down, it looks like you're out of bed suddenly. Or you can use the same transition to get into your bed or whatever. So at the end here, I just played along. I'm actually really looking at her, because if I just disable the mask, she's still here. I'm just looking at her. I'm just faking that she's in there. And it's just my clean plate right here that's coming through. So that's this. Let me disable this layer. This is the clean plate layer. Okay. So as I mentioned before, guys, it's always super important to take an empty shot or a clean plate, whatever you want to call it. Super important. Now let me check the comment section real quick. Let me see. Where's Jordy? Jordy is in the office. He's working on, I think, a new Skillshare class. So guys, if you want to learn something new, stay tuned. Go over to Skillshare, subscribe to our channel over there. Get your subscription. Normally on each of our tutorials, there's a link below. If you click on that link, you get 2 weeks of free access to Skillshare. So definitely go over there. I can't really tell you what's it about. I'm not gonna spoil that yet. But yeah, it's gonna be a super useful tutorial for everyone. Okay, let's see. The classic blue screen, yes. This shot, let me go back to Premiere. This right here is actually a blue screen. Now on my monitor here, it's looking a bit purple, or maybe it's just my color blindness, I'm not sure. But yeah, you would have guessed, like, if I did this, that I just used this as a color key with the ultra key effect or something. But that's actually not the trick, and I think that's something that amazes the viewer as well. So as a magician or editor, you have to think about that as well. Hey Gilles, how are you doing today? I'm doing super great. I had a fun day. I played with my cards. I tried to do some tricks. I was using this as a vanishing trick, but it's not that good actually. I did the other trick here with the 2 cards, and then you just do like this, and it's just 1 card, or it changes the card, whatever. I wish I could do some other tricks, guys, but I really suck at this. Also, my hands are not that big, as you can see, so I have a really hard time holding the cards. There's this one trick that I want to learn where you hold your card like this, and then you pop it, and it appears right here. So it's a really cool trick, but I can't do it yet. I'm gonna work on it. Let's see. Can you make a Q&A? Of course. If you have any questions, let's drop them down below. I'll do it right away. We don't wait for another video. We just do it right now. Let's see. Do you know me? Not personally, I think. But I think I've seen your comments somewhere before, right? Someone says Mechelen. That's in Belgium, yeah. I've actually lived there. Another one from Mechelen. All right. The Mechelen gang is here. It looks like a video. It isn't a video. This is all just a live. Why don't we have donations? Yeah, same guys. Why don't you donate? We already have a lot of donators. The Orlando guy has been donating the past 6 live streams. We have Jace Film, Dhananjay Sharma, Bhavin Palea, Elliot, Ishav Singh, and Balam Videos. They all donated in the previous live streams. Thank you to all of those guys. Check out their channels. Super dope. Let me check. Hey again, not Stone Jill. Oh, okay. I remember you. Yeah. It was a thing that I didn't understand, but I thought I guessed what it kind of understood. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? Okay, but I'm not stoned. Can you guys teach us Mocha Pro? It doesn't work in Premiere. It's just a feature for After Effects, I think. And I think we've actually done videos on that on the Cinecom channel, so definitely go over there and check it out. I think we've used it a lot in different tutorials. Remember the comedy edit in the last video? I'm not sure what you mean. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just can't remember it, but I'm not entirely sure what you mean with the comedy edit. Not entirely sure. Do you suggest After Effects or Premiere Pro for editing montages? If it's just for simple editing, then I highly recommend using Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, why is that? Well, Adobe is just made for cutting, for editing, just simple montages with a basic effects applied to it. That's why we also make this channel, so you guys learn about how to do editing, how to make some basic effects, how to do all of the basic stuff within Premiere Pro without any plugins or without any other softwares. Now, if you want to go more advanced into VFX, for example, or compositing or whatever, then I highly recommend using Adobe After Effects. Same goes for masking, actually. Now, the thing that I just showed you with the sheet, it's actually really simple in Premiere, but if it's more complicated, now this wasn't that complicated, but if your shot was more complicated and you would need to use like multiple masks or something, then I highly recommend Adobe After Effects. How many tricks are we learning? I had 3 in mind. There were 2 already that I showed. The first one was easy, but if you guys have any other tricks that I can maybe try, then yeah, then let's do that. How to match the colors of my action shot and empty shot? I always face a problem when I try to do the same trick. Okay, so that's a really important question because I talked about making a clean shot or an empty shot. Now, if you can do this in an inside environment, like for instance our studio or like your living room or your room, then try to keep the same lighting by using artificial lights. Like for example, take your nightstand that you use when you go to sleep. Use the lighting that is available on your ceiling. Maybe use a phone somewhere as a light. If the weather outside is like quite overcast, quite grayish, then normally it should be kind of diffused and kind of the same lighting the entire hour or couple of minutes that you're shooting. If the outside weather, I mean, weather is always outside, but if the weather outside is like really sunny with a couple of clouds coming in front of the sun once a couple of times, then I highly recommend just closing your windows, closing your curtains, just make the room dark, and then use only available artificial light, practical lights to light up that scene. That way you have the most control of your lighting for both your empty shot and your action shot. So that way they are exactly the same. Now also, if you get off screen, don't try to hit the camera. Don't try to touch the camera. Just leave the camera as it is. Just walk off screen. Make sure that you're not casting a shadow. Make sure that you're not still in the shot. Just stay off screen. Don't touch the camera. Let it run for a couple of minutes or seconds, or maybe a minute, just a minute, and then turn it off gently. Okay? Now, if you're doing this outside, then you just have to get lucky. Either you can just shoot each time there is a cloud in front of the sun, or you can do the opposite and shoot each time there isn't a cloud in front of the sun. Or, like I said, if it's overcast and it's still like a grayish light outside, or like weather outside, the light is kind of diffused and kind of the same all around, then you should easily just get the same result for your empty shot and your action shot. So that was a super good question, super important also, so try to remember that. You've done this effect before with a box instead of a blanket. Well, like I said, you can use whatever material that you want. I can use this donation board, hold it in front of me, then do like this, and then I would be gone. But I think it's a little bit easy in a way because, like I said, some objects are like harder or more dense. They have straight edges that makes it way easier to mask. And for us, that's good as an editor. We don't have to put a lot of work in this. But for the viewer, it's a little bit more cooler when they're like custom shapes. Like for example, if I would do like this is like a custom shape already. It's also with corners, and it also has like the edges and stuff and the right lines right here. But I can make this a little bit more, custom shape, maybe like this. And then when I do this, my hand could be gone. And that will make it a little bit more complex, and for the viewer it will be a little bit more of a like wow feeling, Okay, let's see. How to change camera moment. I'm not sure what you mean with that question exactly. My PC got kaput yesterday. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? Like, did you drop it? Did it just go? What happened to your PC, man? It is a useful, this trick. Thanks. I hope you really use this trick to like showcase around on social media or in front of your friends. Like, hey, I can do magic. Check out my video that I've made. That's me, okay? Yeah, and how am I doing? I'm doing super good. I'm super happy. Yeah, even though there's a lockdown, even though there's a pandemic, I'm happy. I'm a happy guy. Even I trying to learn can't follow. I guess my English is a little bit problem to understand. I'm sorry if you can't really understand me well. I try to explain everything as basic as possible. Yeah, I don't try a lot of difficult words in English, I hope. I hope everyone understands what I am saying. If you just don't understand it, maybe someone else in the chat can help you. Let them know where you're from. Maybe just speak your language. Maybe that way someone else can understand it and help you out. So we're all here to learn, guys. We're all here because we're creative. So let's not get negative towards another and just help each other out. You have a GoPro 7 Hero Black. I don't know how to set up for darker areas. I don't have the GoPro Hero 7, unfortunately. I have the Hero 4 and the Hero 6 at home, I think. I'm not really sure how to make them like good in dark areas, but I would just suggest to use a lot of lighting, artificial lighting that is, and then later on in Premiere Pro, for example, use the lumetri color to make it more darker by adjusting the exposure levels. Can you teach me a simple thing? I'm new here. Yeah, whatever you want to learn, let me know and I'll do it. Jordy is working on animation classes. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Who knows? Well, I do, but I'm not gonna tell you. Is the headquarters a lot of videos in Deep and Big? It's not hustled. It's not hustled. But we do shoot a lot in Deep and Big. That's true. Yeah, like the basketball court and stuff. Yeah. About the warp scan. Oh, yeah. I remember you from the warp scan. Yeah, the time warp. I've checked it out. Unfortunately, it is impossible to do in Premiere Pro. I love the effect, though. I mean, it's not that I hate TikTok, but there's this one effect with the time warp. It's just a line crossing the screen, and once it passes you, it actually frame holds or freezes that part. So if you move along with it, you get like super wide, or you can make your arm super long with it. It's a super nice effect that is on TikTok itself, I think. It's like a filter or something. Now it's not possible in Premiere, unfortunately. I've tried to find a way. I'm gonna look further, but I think it's yeah, a really hard effect to make. But apparently, Jordy told me that there is a way, or even a basic effect inside Adobe After Effects to do that. So I'll ask Jordy, maybe they will make a video about that in one of the upcoming Creative Tuesdays or Copycat Fridays, but it's not gonna be for Premiere Basics, unless if I find a way to do it. And I'm still looking for that. Is it necessary to update Premiere? No, not really. I always wait when there is a new update, because most of the time the new updates still have bugs in them and glitches and stuff, and I don't want that. I always want it to work perfectly, even though it is Premiere Pro. It doesn't always work perfect, but I try not to immediately download once there is a new update. I always wait just like a couple of days or weeks. Will you create After Effects basics? Well, we get that question a lot, guys. Currently, we don't have the time to make that. We really want to do it, but unfortunately, we don't have the time. Maybe next year. We're trying to do our best to figure out how we can like spread our time a little bit more, because there's a lot of projects going on. We have the Skillshare classes, we have Premiere Basics, we have the live streams each Monday on Premiere Basics, we have Creative Tuesday, we have Copycat Friday, and maybe Cine Battle is also coming back next year, but that's not sure yet. So that's why we have a lot of time that isn't available to put into like After Effects Basic or something else. Mocha Pro does work in Premiere though. Oh, really? I've actually never tried that. I'm gonna look that up. Let me check. Can I work fine with an i7 3rd gen processor? I actually don't know a lot of specs about computers and stuff, but I think an i7 shouldn't have any problems with Premiere. But it also depends on your GPU and CPU, I think. Oh, I have another question here. I love the tutorials that you guys make. Thank you for that. Curtis. Can you make more videos on how they edit music videos? Well, I've actually just had a great idea today for the upcoming live stream next week, where we are going to create an a cappella song live. And I'm a little bit anxious about it. I did some tests today. Normally it should work. Once I'm home, I'm gonna do some other tests. But normally, yeah, I don't know if you guys know, what's his name? Mike Tompkins. He's a YouTuber, a singer, a great artist who makes these a cappella songs just by his mouth and voice. He makes the entire beat just by looping himself and using like picture-in-picture styles on Adobe Premiere Pro or After Effects, whatever. and it's super cool. He creates an entire song with it. Now, I'm not a singer. I don't know nothing about music, like how to make a song or something, but I can do like a couple of sounds with my voice, so I'm going to try to do that, and that way we are going to create an a cappella song with an easy method to create picture-in-pictures that I really want to show you guys. So that's something that we're going to do next week. Do you remember me? Hello, and how are you? Hope you're fine. I love your channel so much. Thank you so much. I'm still going wrong at masking. Please suggest something. Any magic tricks we can make here? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the last magic trick, also with masking, and then I'm gonna proceed with the chat. So let me just turn on the audio once again, and here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our final trick, which is a card magic trick. Now I know what you guys are thinking. He's probably got something up his sleeves. That isn't the case, so let me show you as I roll up my sleeves that I don't have anything in there. I just have my bare arms. Okay? This is just a sleight of hand movement. So as you can see, I finally have my card here, and I'm gonna make it disappear. 1, 2, 3, and it's gone. And as I keep on doing this movement, 1, 2, 3, oh, I have another one. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call magic.
Okay, so it's obviously also a little bit of a joke, of course, but how do I do this? Very simple. I'm gonna show you the rough footage first. I actually had 2 cards in this hand. Now I tried to keep both hands kind of the same so that it looked like I had something in both hands, but this one I turned around as well and opened a little bit so that way you could see that I have nothing in this hand. But when I do like this, it looks like I'm holding a card here and here, which wasn't the case. I had 2 cards right here. So then I did this movement right here, and I actually took a card from this hand. It's super obvious, of course. And once I did my movement here, I actually threw away my card here. As you can see, there's my card going off screen. And that way it's gone. You can clearly see that my hand is empty. I turn my hand around, but like really subtle. Still have my other card here, but I move around a lot so that you don't see the card, and then bam, here's another card. Now, make sure, of course, that you also shoot an empty shot. Like always, a clean empty shot. And another thing that you have to do here is make sure that once you throw away the card, that is going off screen, but that there isn't a lot in the background here that could like disturb this. So here we have a clean shot, and also it's going in one beautiful line straight across the edge of the screen right here. Then we go here, and I've actually placed my empty here. I put a freeze frame effect on there so that it's just 1 frame actually, and I just made it longer. Then I placed a cut wherever I wanted to start masking, and then I created a mask. Let me zoom in. Here we go. And then I created a mask. Where is my mask? Let me see that mask. Oh yeah, here. Here you can see it. So I made a mask around my fingers, around the card, and I just follow the card. Now this is just like 4 frames, but you can still see my card here. Here it's invisible. Okay, so that way it looks, if I show it like this, that it's gone. Now I do see kind of a border still here, so let me just adjust the mask a little bit. Like this. Then you don't see that border anymore, and then it's gone. Now, of course, you do see it a bit here. You see the harsh lines of the mask. So what I could do is actually mask around my fingers. Oh, Control Z. Let's place a new one. Like mask around my fingers even more, like this. Place another one here, like this. That way it's a little bit more smoothened. And then I can also play around with my feather just a little bit. Let's see what that does. Okay, so this is like a little bit more natural. maybe let's turn it down to 50. And that way we can create this super cool effect, in my opinion, where you like vanish your card. Now guys, this is also something that most magicians can do, sleight of hand techniques with cards in real life. I can't really do that. I tried it. I actually suck at it. So it's actually something like, you know, this and then it's gone, but actually I can still have it here, you know. There are a lot of different ways. I tried to learn some today, but it's super hard. My hands are way too small for it. So yeah. It's not for me. I'm not gonna be a real magician. Maybe if I train each day, but that's not the case. So yeah, I love these effects because they are super simple, and you know, everyone can do that. Most of the people have like a deck of cards at home. It can even be like Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards or like whatever cards you have at home. I think everyone has a door or window or something that they can go through, and also everyone has like a sheet or a cover or something that they can put in front of them, or an assistant or whatever, to make them vanish as well. So that's why I want to show you guys these examples. They're super easy. Yes, we have to mask, but it's super simple. I mean, the part with the cloth was a little bit more difficult because you have to go frame by frame, and you have to manually adjust each point so that it follows the movement of the cloth, the border of the cloth. But other than that, I think these are like super simple effects that you can easily make. You can play around with that. There's like even something you can try. I'm not sure exactly how you guys are skilled in Adobe Premiere Pro, but like if you're sitting like this, put your elbows here, you move like this. Okay, you have like one card. Just switch this around, move the same like this. Now, technically, you wouldn't want this coming in front of your face. You want it to be like here, you know, like this. And then I just switch it around like this, and I can make a cut right here. I can mask this part out, and then that way my card suddenly switches, but this remains the same. This is just me talking about my card switching. You also have to make sure this doesn't go in front of your face, so maybe have someone else coming from that side and change the card, but you just keep on doing that movement. And because you're moving, you're creating kind of motion blur. I can show you. You can see there's a lot of motion blur. And when you place that cut in the middle of a movement, like for example when I'm here, try to take the same position and do the same movement. And because of that motion blur, you will not see that cut. It will look really cool. But of course, if you're going in front of your face, if you're like moving around a little bit too much, it wouldn't really look that cool. So try to keep like, for example, your elbow on the table or something. Okay, but let's go back again into the chat. Let's see. Oh, the workout video of the Indian cricketer. Yes, I remember it from last week. Yes, the comedy video. Now I remember. Yeah, it was super hilarious. Can you teach Cinema 4D? I can't. Lorenzo and Jenik are currently doing a course on Cinema 4D, and yeah, you will be seeing tutorials about it as well in the near future. Let me see. Why is After Effects so complicated? Like I said, it's more an effects software, like for VFX or like yeah, stuff like that, like compositing, special effects, creating like lightsabers and stuff. That's why it's a little bit more complicated and advanced, but once you get the hang of it, it's super easy, just like Premiere Pro. We also have a super nice class on Skillshare about After Effects. It covers all of the basics, so definitely check that out if you have the time for it. I'm not sure how long it is, but definitely check it out. Can you guys do motion graphics in Premiere Pro? Yes, and I'm actually going to make a tutorial about it this Wednesday, so definitely stay tuned for that. Turn on the notifications of this channel so that you get notified when the tutorial is coming out. And yeah, we're going to create a super cool modern looking lower third and another cool motion graphic effect. If you guys like that video a lot and like put a lot of comments on there, then I will definitely make a lot more videos about simple motion graphics that you can create inside Premiere Pro. Someone else is asking, do you remember me? Sorry guys, I don't remember each one of you. We get like so many comments and people passing by. So I don't remember everyone, unfortunately. And the Orlando guy, he donated once again. Thank you so much, Orlando guy. That's 7 out of 7. Oh my god, man, you're on a roll. You're on a roll. Guys, stop watching this live stream. No, don't stop watching this live stream. Take a second tap in your browser and look for the Orlando guy's channel. Check it out. Do it now. Now. If you guys do that, I'll show you my magic trick again. This is a card. And now it's another card. Bam. Okay, let me check. Let's see the time. Okay. So, why are you always using a red camera? Well, it's just a nice image coming out of it, and yeah, we have it right here, so why not use it? But we also do use the Lumix GH4, GH5, and we also have the Sony A7R3, I think, and the A6500, I think. I'm not really sure about the last one. And we also have lots of action cameras like the Insta360s, the 1R, I think. That is, yeah. We also have some GoPros. So we have a lot of cameras here, but if I can, then I use the red camera because I just love the image that is coming out of it. Best budget lights for YouTube, I'm not entirely sure, especially not around $100. Just go on Amazon, I would recommend. I'm not really that familiar with lights. Someone is asking, shooting in 48 megapixel cameras of mobile phone and shoot a professional video. Yes, you can try that. How can we grow the video good when it comes to editing? How can you make it good? Well, depends on what you want to do. Depends on what you're shooting. If you're shooting like magic videos like this one, you can do some effects in there, like the masking effects. Yeah, color grading does a lot as well. So yeah, try to play around with that. Someone says my Premiere files crashed. What exactly happened with your Premiere file? Let me know, that way I can see what we can do about your Premiere file. Have you tried copy and pasting it so that it creates a copy of it? And that way maybe you can recover it. I'm not sure if that works, but you can always try. Is this tutorial over? Yes and no. We can still do some Q&A. If you guys still want to go over some of the effects that I just made, or don't understand something about it, or if you guys like have a question, or maybe I can try to do something else here as well, just ask and I'll do it. My PC had an update and the day after I saw it didn't start correctly or something. Now it says I have some problems to start. I had the same thing once. I had the same things with my MacBook from Apple. Yeah, I'm calling them out because once I did an update and next I couldn't start my computer anymore. So I had to bring it to their store and they took away my laptop for about, I don't know, maybe a month. I got it back though, completely for free. It's still working now because it's already 6 or 7 years old. But yeah, I had the same thing. I did an update and then it didn't work anymore. I'm not sure. Try to see if you can go to a computer store and maybe they can help you out. Where did you learn dancing? Funny story, I learned dancing in a dance school, but then entirely, I also learned a lot from just YouTube. Yeah, there are a lot of dance tutorials on YouTube. Not only Premiere tutorials or other tutorials, but also dance tutorials. Definitely check them out. What is the solution to not make Premiere Pro crash? Not use Premiere Pro. There's always something with Premiere Pro. You can't really look into the future if you're gonna have a crash or not. Where are you from? I'm from Belgium. Let me pronounce that right. Belgium. Magic hacks. Yes, these are some magic hacks. Now, as you know, guys, some people think that magic is real, some think it isn't. I know that most of the magic tricks that I've seen on television or in real life are like not real. There are also like sleight of hand movements, like whoop, and then suddenly they have a card right here. Like I try to do whoopa. Probably didn't look good, but either way, it's a lot of sleight of hand. It's a lot of misdirection. Like look here, and they actually did something here, and then they're like, oh, look over there, I have a card. So yeah, it's a lot of psychological warfare, I think, magic and stuff. I see someone is talking, I think it's Spanish. I don't understand Spanish, so maybe someone else can translate it or help this guy out. Can you do a dance? Can you do a small dance? Let me check. Let's do a wave here. Let's go like, woo, yay. Okay, that's it, guys. What camera would you recommend? Any camera, even your phone. Just take out a camera, start creating, start experimenting, start learning, start doing whatever you can just with your camera that you have at your disposal. Do you speak English when you work because you do it in your videos? And do you speak Dutch? I do speak Dutch. We do speak Dutch in the office, but when we're on camera, we always speak English. Now, when I work for clients, it's mostly in Dutch, but sometimes it's also in English or in French even. Parce que je parle aussi français. Okay, how much channels do you guys have? Well, we have Premiere Basics, we have Cinecom, and there's also Cinecom Raw, where we did some like tests on like a couple of years ago, but that doesn't really is active anymore. Like we mainly use Cinecom and Premiere Basics. Yeah, I also have some channels for my own, but yeah, mostly Cinecom and Premiere Basics. Woohoo! Cine Battle, says someone. Yeah, not sure yet, but we're gonna try to bring that back. Ik zal komen helpen met After Effects Basics. I can come and help with After Effects Basics. Well, I'll ask Jordy if that's okay. We want Cine Battle back. Let's see. How to mask. A lot of questions about how are you? I'm doing great. Oh, not another question. What is a cappella? A cappella is creating music just by like, how do I call it? Like analog things, like your voice, your surroundings, just sounds that you're making, and you perform that all together, create a loop, and that way you create an a cappella. Bye, Janik. Bye. How to mask? That's a good question. Let's go into Premiere Pro. How do you mask? Well, you don't have to use any effects from the effects library. You can just go to the effect controls. Then you go to opacity. You select one of these. Now this one creates a circular mask, as you can see. Let's do Ctrl Z. This one creates a rectangular mask, Ctrl Z. And this one creates a free mask, a free draw bezier. And that way you can easily just draw around whatever you want to mask. Let's do this, for example. And there's our mask. Now let's say that we don't want this part, but we want everything else. Then we just invert the mask like this. Sorry. And if we just do this now, here we have an empty room instead of Justine, my assistant. So yeah, we can drag it around. We can animate it by clicking on the stopwatch icon. This creates a keyframe. We can go further in time. Let's check. And we can animate it like this, and that way our mask will move. But we have an entire tutorial about that, so definitely check that out. on our YouTube channel, of course. Can you show some VFX with the jump cut like Zach King? Well, it's actually the same thing that I just told you when like putting the card like this and then doing like this. It's actually entirely the same because you create kind of a jump cut at the moment where like someone else switched their card, and you do the same movement with that card. The place where you put that cut, that's the jump cut, okay? So that's super easy. You can also do it like with a t-shirt. If I do like this, and then I put on another t-shirt and do the same, like whoo, then I'm suddenly wearing something else. That's something that you can do as well. How to edit voice like echo at the end of a scream. That's something that I'm going to show you in the next live stream together with the acapella. Then I see someone spamming the chat. I don't really appreciate you spamming, so please stop with that. If you're still doing that, I'm going to go and have to delete you from the chat, unfortunately. How to color correct? Well, there is an entire course on that on our Skillshare. Or I also have, I think, a tutorial about that on our channel, so definitely check that out. I also went over it last week, what the difference was between color grading and color correction. So I did that in our previous live stream as well. Sorry, I really needed to sip on my water. Yeah, let's check. Oh. Wow, guys, so many comments. How to use Lumetri color, same question exactly. So once again, check out our color grading tutorial on our channel, or go to our Skillshare classes where there's an entire class about color grading inside Premiere Pro. Someone says the Orlando guy has strikes again. Indeed. Once again, the Orlando guy, thank you so much for donating. Guys, definitely check out his channel. Oh, Columetry. Yes, you made that Zach King video last week that I showed you. Super cool. I think it was the one with the thing on the table, right? And then they switched it with a phone, I think. So that's exactly what I mean, like same thing. If I do like this, someone switches it, I do like this, I place a cut. It's exactly that method. Jill just messing around. What is your full name? My full name is Jill Klaas. Don't stalk me though. Someone is asking, can we get the footage? Well, it's actually a good question, guys. I'll make some proxies out of these, or just some easier files to work with, because these are red files. So I'll export these, and I'll make a zip folder out of them, and I'll put a link to that in the description below once this live stream is on air. So once this is like a normal video on YouTube, okay? So I'll drop that in the comments below. That way you guys can have a look at this footage and also work with it. Let's see. Can you show... oh, do you want to see how I work with raw files? Yeah, certainly, Orlando guy. Let's just do that. So, as you know, these are red clips coming out of a red camera. So we can just go into the master here, and here we have all our raw settings. What does this mean? Well, we can change the ISO, for example. Oh, wait, let me first get rid of that mask. Where is it? Here it is. Here you can see I can make it darker by changing the ISO. Now the base ISO is 800. We can also play around with curves. Let me do this. We can play around with the output tone. That's kind of the contrast. The highlight roll off. We can make it like more of a harsh lighting. As you can see, this also creates more like contrast. Like the example here. See, this is how we made it now, and this is how it was. As you can see it right here. There's a real difference in there. So that's how the raw settings of a camera actually work inside Adobe Premiere Pro. Now, this is something that I don't go over a lot because most people don't really work with raw files in Premiere Pro, of course. Why is there no video tomorrow? I'm not sure, but I think it's because we're creating the new Skillshare class. You guys really inspire me a lot. That's so good to hear. I also get a lot of inspiration from other creators, so it's really nice that I inspire you guys as well. I live by the motto, create, learn, and inspire. I also learn a lot each day from other people. I also create each day, so it's super nice that I hear from you guys that I inspire you. So thank you so much for that kind comment. Thank you so much for the tips and tricks. You're highly welcome for that. I hope you guys learn a lot here. Let me check. You're unable to donate to this session. Oh, that's super weird. And same last week. I'll definitely check into that because, yeah, we do love donations, not because it's just, you know, money, but because it's a nice way to support us. That way we can keep on creating content like this or like the tutorials that we make each week. Will this live stream stay on YouTube? Yes, it will stick on YouTube, just like each live stream. And guys, last live stream hit almost 14,000 viewers. That's insane. So thank you all for just looking at that live stream. It was a live stream where we edited your footage, where I enhanced your shots. So thank you guys so much for that. If you guys really liked it, then let me know in the comment section, because then I will do it again in the future maybe. And that way we can get a lot of interaction together, because I want to learn about you guys. I want to see what you guys can create. I want to see you evolve, of course. So yeah, if you guys like it, let it know. Okay, when I speed ramp my videos, they turn into black videos. Do you know a fix for that? Okay, let me go to Premiere. Oh, someone donated, and I think it's Bellum Video. May the force be with you. Man, that's Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Bellum Videos, where is he? Right here. That's the second time that he donated. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like I just said, it's a lot of support for us, so thank you so much. Especially because we're just starting out with this channel, not with the Cinecom channel, of course, but with this channel. So thank you. Okay, what was the question? Yeah, speed ramping. Let's take the first shot right here. We right-click on the effects button right here. If that doesn't work, then we just right-click in the clip, but this is easier. We go to time mapping, speed. Now this line will become time instead of opacity. Normally it's the opacity line. With the P, we can create a keyframe and another keyframe here, for example. Then we can play around with this line in the middle. We can make it slower or we can make it faster. Let's make it faster. And then with these levers right here, we can create a ramp, and that's what they call the speed ramp. For example, here, wait, let me just go here. So then I go really fast, and then I go slow or just normal speed again. Now, what could happen? Either you just played around with this line, which is still the opacity line. So if I do this, normally it should work a little bit, or yeah, like this. You can see that it's all the way down. Now it's even gone, and then it comes back. Okay, so that's how you can animate the opacity, but that's probably a problem that you're having. Either you didn't turn on the speed or the timer mapping here, or maybe you placed a mask on there. Now if you play the mask on there, probably won't work. You'll first have to nest it and then place the timer mapping on there. Yeah, so maybe that's your problem that you're having. If not, then I'm not really sure, but try to nest your clip, and normally that should help. How do you make your smooth cuts like Zach King? Well, it's just like I said, for example, you do your movement, make sure that this doesn't hinder the part that you don't want to change. For example, I want my head to keep talking. I just want this card to change into this card. So I just keep doing this. Okay, someone has to stand over there and has to change the cards. I just keep doing this and I place a cut in the same movement that I'm making with both these cards. So let's pretend these are two layers. This is layer 1, this is layer 2. We try to match those so that it goes like this. And we place a cut and suddenly this layer becomes this layer, okay? But my head remains the same, I'm just still talking. So that's how we make smooth cuts. While editing, would you suggest one monitor or duo monitor? I always use 2 monitors. It's a little bit easier that way. Let me go to Premiere. I always drag my program monitor to my other screen. Now, for example, in this live stream, I just work on one screen right here because on the second screen I have Streamlabs and YouTube open, so I can follow along with your chat, of course. But normally I put my program monitor on the other screen. That way I have it really big and it makes it easier for masking or for just color grading and stuff like that. Let's see, are there any more questions? Otherwise we're kind of gonna wrap this up. Oh, you're talking about your PC again. So you took a lot of photos and the next day it crashed. Man, that sucks a lot. I hope you have like a backup of your photos. If not, then maybe go to the computer store, ask if they can fix it. It's probably a software issue. If it isn't fixable, then all of your photos will probably still be on the hard drive. So I wouldn't really like stress about that. Cool dance, thank you. We should cover dance for mobile. I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Oh, you shoot the cover dance video for mobile. Okay. Can you guys make tutorial of mad VFX types like Edward OV? We've actually made a tutorial on Cinecom channel about the Edward OV phone effect. So definitely check that out. After Effects tutorial not gonna be on this channel, so sorry for that. How to run like the Flash? Well, that's maybe another one that I can try, but I think Cinecom already made one about that on the Cinecom channel, but like a long time ago. But I'll see if I can maybe make a new tutorial for that on this channel as well. Can you play Astronomia for the memes? I actually don't know what that is. Yeah, I really don't know what Astronomia is. Then someone is asking about the classes. Wait, let me drop a link for you guys. Let's go to YouTube. No, wait, Skillshare. I'll just give you the direct link. Let's sign in. Let's go to our classes. You guys probably want a Premiere Pro course. Oh, here it is. Let me just grab the link. Sorry guys, it's taking a while. I'm trying to find that link to share with you so that you guys can easily access our Skillshare classes. I'm gonna do it differently. Let me just check here. And it should be, yes, right here. Copy and paste. here we go. There's the link to it. If you guys click on that link, you will also get 2 weeks of free access to Skillshare when you make your account on there. So definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. I actually watched Skillshare last night, and I followed a class about how to make music because I wanted to do the a cappella thing, which I'm gonna do next week for the live stream. So I'm definitely gonna watch that class tonight when I'm at home, because I don't want to suck when I'm making music for you guys. I want to make it really good next week on the live stream, so definitely stay tuned for that. I do not want the Orlando guy to take the lead. Awesome, man, awesome. It's not available for all countries to donate. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. There's a delay in audio again. Oh my god. Are you using DaVinci Resolve for color correction? No, I always use the Lumetri effects inside Premiere Pro. Someone is once again asking for After Effects basics. Sorry, we don't have the time for it yet. Maybe next year. Oh, the coughing song. Yeah. Wait, what's it like? It's like Is it like the da 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 da? No, that's not it, right? Oh, but I think I know the one that you mean. It's like with the African people and the coffin on their shoulders and they're like dancing and stuff. Yeah, but I forgot the music. I forgot how it goes. Why is my camera shooting good, but when I render it looks like... Well, let's go into Premiere. Do you mean rendering as in like this part right here? Because that's all about your sequence. Like for instance, this is final effect right here. Right click on there, go to sequence settings, change this to custom, and here you'll probably see iframe. Now when it's rendering, it's actually kind of making an export in the background, and this is the quality that it uses. Now I don't like this quality. Just go to QuickTime and choose Apple ProRes 422, or if you want to go even higher for more quality, or you know, it's a little bit like heavier when you go like higher, but I always take just the 422, the same size as my sequence. So this is in 4K. Hit OK. This will ask me, hey, you just changed everything. Do you want it to change? Yes, I want it to change. That means that everything is turning orange again, so I need to render this out once again. And then when I'm done rendering, this will be green. And if I then go to export media, here we go, you can use the previews here. And this will actually use the previews that you've rendered here. So everything that is green will go away faster and easier with this. And also make sure that if you're using a video, for instance, here we're going for YouTube 4K, and the bit rate of it is, I think, 40. Yeah, if you want a little bit more data in your shot in every frame, then you can turn this up, but it will make the entire export process harder and slower. So you can play around with that, and that way you will get some more quality. You don't have enough money to buy Premiere Pro. Not sure exactly what you can do then. Maybe look online. Maybe there are some people that are offering like a shared profile on Adobe Premiere Pro or something, or maybe there's a trial version that you can try to use. Yeah. Can I do something about Red Giant strap codes tutorials? We have Red Giant, but unfortunately, guys, it's a paid plugin. It's quite expensive. Most of you guys probably don't have it, so that's why I'm not gonna make a tutorial about it. Maybe in the future I will do like a quick little preview or review about it, but not an entire tutorial, because I know that most of you guys aren't able to afford it. It's also because we had a collaboration with Red Giant. Otherwise we couldn't afford it as well, because it's really expensive. So yeah, that's why I don't use it a lot in tutorials. When is the next editing your footage going to be? Well, guys, let me know. Do you like that? Do you like when I was editing your footage and enhancing your shots? If you like that, then definitely let me know. Check out the other video or the live stream from previous week. Drop some comments in there, drop some likes. And yeah, maybe I'll do one in the future again. But only if you guys really liked it. Oh man, I don't know all of those memes that you're sending. I can do some tutorials about making memes though. I can do that, but I'll have to like dig deep into that because I don't know a lot of memes, so I'll have to do my research and stuff. But yeah, let's make some memes, maybe in a live stream. Can you guys say something funny in Dutch? I'm from West-Vlaanderen. Mohoza, ken ik je weer zijn? Dat vrikka, zegt ze. I got a lot of friends in West-Vlaanderen, so yeah. One of my best friends is actually from Roeselare. So yeah, I know some West-Vlaams. Why don't I know the memes? Well, I'm not the meme guy here. Lorenzo knows all the memes. I don't know any of the memes. But yeah, I will do a meme tutorial or live stream. I'm not sure. Maybe it's funnier if I do it on a live stream because that way you guys can laugh with me because I don't know half of the memes that you're talking about. But yeah, let's do that on a live stream. Not next week though, because then we're going to make an a cappella song. But maybe the week after, yeah? And then maybe the week after that, we can do like an editing your footage live stream again. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, super important question from Harry's Look. Can you make a tutorial about how to make an intro for your YouTube channel? Yes, I can. And it will be online next Wednesday. Spoiler alert. But it will be online. Will you guys make a web series? Not yet, no. I can send you a video references on Discord. You can send them over to me, but I'm not a lot on Discord, so if I have the time, I'll check it out, but you can send them over. If I have the time, I'll check it. I'm from Belgium, it's really weird to hear you speak like that. Well, I can actually do every Belgian accent. I've lived all across Belgium, so I can do every Belgium accent that you want. Funny, right? Please make this Flash speedrun. Yes, I'll see into that. Do you have Instagram? Do you mean my personal Instagram or do you mean like Instagram for Premiere Basics? Or for Cinecom? Because, yeah. When I do the masking, the line of mask, it's invisible. Wait, let me show you how to do that. So if you want to make a mask, let's make a mask, for example, here. You probably see this, right? Just go here in the effect controls, go over to opacity, see your mask, click on that mask, and then it should be visible. There we go. Can I send my a cappella song mix? Yeah, definitely. Check it over. Send it over. You probably still have my email from last week. It's the hello@premierebasics.net email address that you can send it to. Let's see. Do you know about deepfake? Yes, I know about deepfake. We actually made a Christmas special last year where we deepfaked Jordy and Janik into the Home Alone video. So yeah. And indeed, we also have a tutorial about that on the Cinecom channel. Make Shazam transformation. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah. Maybe I'll do an entire live stream about superheroes. What do you guys think? Is that a good idea? Like an entire live stream of superhero effects like the Flash, Shazam. Who else do we have? I don't know. Others? Deepfaking in Premiere, is that possible? No. You have special software for that, and also Premiere is just not strong enough. Also, Premiere doesn't have any tracking options. So if you do like this, It's not gonna look good. Jay's Film! Hey, I remember you, man. You're on the donation board right here, so that I do know. Okay, so everyone seems super excited about the superhero live stream. So let's do it like this. Next week, we're going to do the a cappella song live stream. Then we're going to make a meme live stream. Then we're going to make another live stream where I edit your footage. And then, like in a month, yeah, it's going to be a month. Yeah, a month from now, we'll do the superhero live stream. What do you guys think? Is that a good idea? A cappella. Wait, I forgot the other one. A cappella. Oh, memes. Editing your footage. Superheroes. Greetings from Belgium. Groetjes terug. Just explain about sound design. Actually the sound design is gonna be a part of next week's live stream because I'm gonna go and make those sounds live on here. So I'm gonna bring a mic here, an external mic, which I'm gonna plug into this laptop right here. Not sure yet how I'm gonna do that because there are no ports available anymore, but I'll fix that and then I'll try to do my best to create an a cappella song for you guys. Funny thing is gonna be you guys can choose which sounds I have to make. Keep in mind, I'm not a singer. Your personal Instagram, I am following Cinecom. Okay, so our Cinecom Instagram is cinecom.team. Premiere Basics doesn't have a live stream, unfortunately. A live stream, what am I saying? Doesn't have an Instagram. Of course, we have a live stream. The Premiere Basics doesn't have an Instagram channel. Should we make one? I don't think so, really. We have the Cinecom Instagram, which is good already. My personal why do I always say live stream? My personal Instagram is Gilles Claes, so it's GILLESCLAES. Gilles Claes. That's my name and that's my Instagram as well, so you can find me on there. Don't spam me. I don't check my messages that often, so yeah. Short video about all superheroes. I'm gonna do that in the live stream. You're the best. Thanks, man, and you're the best because you donated. Can we get the trick from Trika Trika song? Man, I don't know what that is. Is it a meme or is it a real song? Because, you know, I don't know nothing about memes. Hoi Gilles. Hoi George. Can you do some Indian type edits? What do you mean with Indian type? Do you mean like the Bollywood movies or what kind of thing do you mean? TikTok effect live stream. That's a good one as well. Okay, so let's do... what was it again? Oh yeah, a cappella song next week for the live stream. The week after we're gonna make memes. Then I'm gonna edit your footage again. Then I'm gonna do superheroes, and then I'll do TikToks. Good. Can you make a Christmas effect? Yeah, let's do a Christmas tutorial. Awesome, right? Your name sounds really smart, and you too. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know if I'm smart. I just try to look smart. Okay, guys, do you have any more questions? Otherwise, I'm going to wrap the live stream here. I think we're already live for an hour and a half. And I'm really getting thirsty. So let me know. Do some Bollywood edits. Bollywood effects, Bollywood edits. Okay, I'm not familiar with Bollywood, so I'll have to research that, but I'll definitely do that. Ugh, it's getting warm in here. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. So, yeah. And also check out the Trika Trika song because I don't know it, unfortunately. What is the easiest way to denoise? Do you mean audio or do you mean video? Important. Also, guys, I'll show you my trick one more time. Let's see here. So what I have right here is my magical card. This is my magical, what is it called? Diamond 10. It's a magical card. You know why? Because if I wave it around like this, whoopah, it changes into another card. But actually it doesn't. I just change them around. And this is actually the King of Spades. Whoopah, magic. Have you visited my channel? No, but I'm gonna do it right away because I always forget about it. So let me check your channel real quick. Bavin. Ooh, okay, I see your Halloween tutorial right here. Cool intro, man. I love your intro. You have a really cool intro with the paper effect in the background. Okay, wait, let me check. Where is the result? Oh yeah, okay, so you also have the color changer. And you're changing them each keyframe. Invert the mask. Ooh, well that's a neat effect. A transition? Yeah, I love transitions as well. Okay, cool, man. Cool. Yeah, I checked the Halloween Eyes video. It's really cool. Do you do a video how to make a commercial edit? I think we've also covered that on the Cinecom channel. If not, then I will definitely make a tutorial about that. How to move the remove the noise in a video. Denoising footage. Good question, guys. And there isn't a way in Premiere, unfortunately. There's not an effect, but you guys, what's it called? I forgot the name, but there's a plugin from Red Giant. It does cost money though, but they have a plugin which lets you re-noise or denoise the footage. But yeah, it looks a little bit artificial in my opinion. So try to just shoot the right way, I think. Can you do cool card tricks? I wish I could. Wanda, Marvel effect. Well, I'm actually waiting for the what's it called, Wanda and Vision or Wanda Vision series on Disney Plus. If that comes out, I'm gonna definitely check it. I binge watch it, and then I can try to replicate some of the effects. But it's still not out yet. I'm waiting for it. I'm checking out each new episode of The Mandalorian though, because I love Star Wars. I love The Mandalorian, but there aren't a lot of effects in there that we can replicate in Premiere Pro, unfortunately. So yeah. Okay, you see a lot of people asking if I can check out their channel. Well, I promised Bavin, what was it, Bavin? Yeah, Bavin, to check out his channel because he donated, guys. So that's why I checked out his channel. Otherwise, if everyone keeps asking it, I have to check out a lot of channels, of course. If Marvel would be hiring us for a new Avengers movie, I would be super thrilled. Yeah, and actually, I would like to play a role in there. I would like to film it. I would like to edit it, but I would also like to act in that movie because I love the Avengers. I have a ton of comics at home, so yeah, I kind of know all about it. Lots of love from Kenya. Well, lots of love back from Belgium. Let's see. Choose a number from 1 to 10 in your head. Take this number and multiply it by 2 plus 4. Take the answer and divide it minus 2. Okay, wait, let's do that. Choose a number from 1 to 10. Okay, let's pick 8. Multiply it by 2, so that's 16. Plus 4, that's 20. Divided by divided. Oh yeah, okay. So then it's 10 minus 2. So that's 8 back again. Man, you know magic. But it's also a mathematic way. Yeah, I do know some magic tricks though, but that's like a mathematic way. Like, wait, let me show you guys. We need 21 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Let's make some room. So we need 21 cards. We shuffle them. We go to the viewer and we say, pick a card. So you guys pick a card. It's gonna be this card. Okay. Now, of course, I can see the card as well. I'm just gonna show you guys the results. So it's a B spades. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna make 3 like stacks, like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm gonna do that with each card. And then you guys tell me where your card is. Now, of course, I don't think you guys can see it very well. It's in this stack right here. So remember that. This stack right here, yeah, is your card in here. Oh, really? Really? Is it really there? Okay, let's put that in the middle of the 3 stacks. And we do that 3 times. So once again, 1, 2, 3. It's real magic here, guys. So it's once again back here. Was it here again? Really? Are you sure? Is it not here? Well, that's weird. I thought it was here. Well, we put it back in the middle. And once again, back here. That's just a coincidence. And we put it back in the middle. And if we now start, it should be the 11th card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there it is. Magic or not, it's just mathematics. Statistics, chances. Ik moet gaan studeren. Okay, guy. Thank you. Good luck with your studies, and thank you so much for watching. Okay, guys. So this was a neat magic trick that I knew. I know some different ones, but yeah, I'm not here for the real magic. I leave that to the real magicians, of course. One last question, though. I'm gonna answer this one, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Are there any new updates or upgrades in Cinecom and Premiere Basics? There is an update. I'm not sure if I can tell you yet, but I'm not gonna spoil it. There is an update. The upgrade, yeah, is our new studio right here. It's not just blue anymore. We have some lighting and decorations. Is there another upgrade? No, not really. But an update, yeah. Especially for next year. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Gonna put my cards away. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I actually did. I hope you guys learned a lot from it. Not only the real magic tricks, but also the editing magic tricks. If you have any more suggestions for live streams or for tutorials, then definitely leave them in the comments below once this video is uploaded as a video and not as a live stream. So yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday for a new tutorial about motion graphics. I'll see you guys next week for a new live stream about making your own a cappella song. And as always, stay creative.